Today we're going to look at putting in the Cardo packtalk Edge communication system on a motorcycle helmet. I've asked around, read a lot of forums, and this seems to be the one that a lot of people say is the best one to get. It's a little more pricey. It was $760 for two of them, $719 before tax. But one benefit is this guy here does 15 group talk. So a lot of the other ones only do 2. So if it's just you and your riding partner, your wife, husband, whatever, you're just limited to that. But if you start hanging out with some friends, you won't be able to talk with them. So some of their economical ones only let you have 2 riders. This will let you go up to 15. It says 1 mile apart, but as a group, it'll have a 5-mile radius, and it's by using mesh. What that means is just using the other people's comms to help leap, so you can have a mesh system, and so you can still talk to those people. That's why you have a group, you can go 5 miles if it's just 1 mile. But in my case, or our case, it's just Gabby and I, so we can talk while we're riding and not yelling at each other back and forth when she's on the back of the bike. Gabby doesn't like riding. She likes being the passenger princess, but that's what she likes, so it's good. She has fun there. So this is the one we went with. It also has the 40 millimeter speakers, which is a little bigger, which will help cover more of your ear to help block out some more wind noise, and you can hear more of the conversation and or music, because you can play your music through this as well. So I did scan instructions on there. It was hard to make it go in English. It was in, I assume, Japanese. Couldn't go to English, so I had to look up some other stuff. So that's why I'm doing this also, kind of go with review of install and a little bit of the helmet I got. One thing you have to get is the Cardo Talk Edge app. You go to the App Store and you download that so that you can sync with it. So it is the Cardo Edge. You have to make an account. I haven't done that yet. I just preloaded the app already. That's all I've done so far. The first helmet I'll do is my helmet. I got a Harley helmet, got a good deal on it. This one's nice. It has 3 vents. The face will let air in. You got a forehead one right here and this top one. It has the clear face shield that comes up, but it also has a sunglass feature separately. This way you don't have to change your face shields at night. I have another helmet where I'd have to change this, which is nice, but this is even better that you got both right there if you're riding and it gets dark, so you're not stuck with one or the other. Because if you're riding, you like to have the face shield for bugs, wind, everything else. Pull that. Here's a feature I probably won't use, and I'm going to talk about this during install. It's this red button here you pull, lifts up, makes it a modular helmet. Me, I probably won't ever use that feature. I have not in my other helmet, but like I said, this was a good deal on this, so I just went ahead and picked this one up. Liked it, and with the extra airflow, it keeps a little more cool riding, is why I decided that I'm going to put the communication system on this helmet. The reason I bring this up is during the installation, you decide between 2 different microphones. A microphone like this or this. If you have a full face shield, which Gabby, grab your helmet. Gabby's helmet is a full face shield helmet that doesn't lift like this. So no matter what, her installation would more likely be with this microphone here, because she just has the face shield. Like this one here, or people that have the half face shield, you would use this boom mic. Now, personally, I'm going to go with this one because I don't want this boom mic ever get in the way, feel like it's rubbing me, because if you're riding, sometimes you get an itch, you can't scratch at certain times. So I probably will never use this modular piece. So I probably won't, I'm planning on not using this for the installation. I'm going to go with this one, just like I will with Gabby's. And it just goes in the front of the helmet and just kind of sits there. If I ever do lift the helmet, I do need to remember to disconnect this because I'll be pulling on wires. But I am going to install this as it is. This doesn't come up because I just don't see myself using this feature. Seems cool, kind of neat, but I probably won't use it. But if I ever do, I'm not stuck because I can just disconnect this connection here and still lift it. So that just comes back down. Pretty nice. Like I said, it's pretty nifty. I liked it. Looks good. I like black. Most of my stuff is in black. So there's that. Not endorsed by any of these products. So I'm just kind of going over it and seeing. So I'm going to start with the installation on this one. So first thing you got to do, this is my first time really looking at these. The video you see if your helmet will pull apart. This one does have snaps to help open it up. So there's 2 snaps right there. And you can see an indentation for an ear hole. So you assume this is the ear hole, the general head. This is a large, if it's my head, so that should be where my ears are. If for some reason that doesn't do it, once I put these in here, they give double-sided tape here, or 3M, to put this in here. And then what we'll do is we'll mount the speaker on top. If for some reason that's not the case, they did give a double-sided Velcro here where you can put it in and move it to where my ear is, because we want this up against the ear. You want to press against your ear to help block out sound, but also so you can hear everything. Because when you're doing 80 miles on the interstate, there's a lot of wind noise. People don't realize how much noise it is on a motorcycle. If you ever put your head out the window doing 80, 90 miles an hour, that's what it's like, but a little more because the front of your car still blocks some of the wind. So that's why you want these directly up against your ears so you can hear. So on the left side, you see one wire shorter than the other, so the shorter wire will go on the left side because that's the side that the main module will go on. So we're going to install this first. So since mine has this indentation, we're going to count this as where the ear goes. So I'm going to just peel this back off here. Again, I have not done any of this, so it's going to look kind of clumsy at times as I'm fumbling with things. It's my first time ever installing this system, but I figured might be better doing a video of someone that's never done this. So when you watch it, and it's not the guy that does something in 5 minutes that takes you 20 minutes and you feel like you're doing something wrong. I'm sure everyone's had those experiences. So we're putting this in here, just like that. See right there. And now I'm going to flip the helmet to the other side. Do the same thing. Try to make it where we can see here. Got my other one. I have short fingernails, so peeling these off always takes a second for me. So we're putting that in. So now I got that in, I'm ready to actually put these in. And again, make sure we put this wire with the short, or the speaker with the short wire on the left side, because that's going to be side closer to the comm system. So just Velcroing that in there. Now I'm going to put this in place, but what I'm going to do is I want this wire for this speaker, and just find a way to get it to run behind here so we have less wires going through the helmet to bug us. Because when you're riding, you don't think about what wind does and things move you don't want moving or you don't realize move. Even if you forget to do your chin strap once in a while, the thing starts banging you even at 40 miles an hour. I'm guilty once or twice. I forgot to do my chin strap. You put your helmet on and it lets you know real quick you haven't done your chin strap because you get hit in the face. So now, sorry, I need to look down. Fumbling, I started going the wrong way with the speaker here. That's why I said I did this rather than being someone professionally, so you can see what mistakes someone would make doing it their first time. Now I got everything all tangled up. I need to look more down here what I'm doing instead of a camera. My bad. Where the heck did that go? There we go. He really got stuck up there. Okay. Well, I got it pulled out because I got it tangled doing this. Oh, I see why. The Velcro for the second speaker wrapped itself up. It's like the old saying, you throw wires in a bag. A little bit, I did have the camera turned off for a minute because this snap was just fighting me a lot. I didn't want you guys all watching me fight with a snap for 10 minutes like an idiot. I did cheat and opened up the face shield I said I probably will never use. It just made it easier getting in here. See, it needs all the snap back in place. That way the cheat guards are all where they go. Okay, so now I do get to fumble with this side. It's this snap here, this one in the back that makes it difficult. Just because you can't see as much. They don't show this on the videos. The guy's helmet was not that difficult. There we go. That's quicker than the other one. You guys don't want to know how long the other one took me. Okay. So that's all snapped in. Helmet's normal. You can't see any of the wires. But the earbuds are here. I will fit test this afterwards. If not, I'll pull it, remove it, and do the double-sided. I will have to do the double-sided, I'm pretty sure, on Gabby's helmet because hers is not as modular. And I know it's just one piece because I've looked at it before, messing around when she first got the helmet. So I just remember seeing that. So I'm gonna put this back down. Now we have to connect the base station. At first we put this guy in here. This is also where I was talking about. At first I was debating on putting it here. In case I ever do lift the helmet, I am going to put it back right here. So you got to clean the area so the stickers stick. We're going to clean this. It's a new helmet, but still whatever debris, fingerprints. As we let that dry, we'll connect this and run our wires, but we're going to use this microphone after we run the wires through. And this one here, we'll use one of these stick pads, one of these square ones. And this is going to just go in front of the helmet right here. I'm going with this just again so I don't feel like I got a boom in my face or if it moves or gets in my mouth while I'm riding. Again, sometimes you can't take your hands off the bars and flip your shield up and scratch or move something. So I just feel like that might be a bother to me. So I'm going to go with this. It'll be in front and be consistent talking. If I ever do lift the shield, I'll just disconnect it right here. I'm not sure if I'll ever use that feature. Like I said, it's a cool feature. I'm just not sure I'll ever use it. So we're dry here. So I'm aiming, make it there because we need it on a flat surface. We definitely want this on a flat surface because we don't want to be losing this guy. Like I said, they're $349 a piece and they give you a deal $719 before tax, which ends up here in Indiana being about $760 afterwards. So we're gonna put it on like that. So we're peeling this off. Here it goes, because they only gave you one of these. So better not mess up. All right. I got that on. Make sure it's nice and tight there. Now we take this guy. It's going to slide down on here. Get in. See, we're just going to get this clip right here to grab. He slides down and mounts. So now we got our wires here. First one, that's the speakers. Now, right, I still have this space here, so I'm going to tuck this up under here so I don't have this wire. Actually, I'm going to have to undo the cheek guard again. I will have to undo the left cheek guard again as I see, because I'm going to have to do this. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm your everyday man. I figure the video might be better for an everyday person, so you can see, and then you can learn from my mistakes and be like, oh, that guy did that, rather than a professional that does this and does it in 5 minutes. It makes it look, this isn't hard, but he obviously doesn't make any mistakes while doing it. I've already made several for you guys, so you can laugh at my expense and learn at my expense. I don't mind. So I'm just kind of tucking this up in here. And now we're going to connect this microphone here. We're going to route it. Once I have a good spot, I don't want to put the sticker so I know exactly how far I can get the microphone. But I'm going to disconnect right here. See, I got that. So I'm just going to run it across. Run it through there. This is the chin strap, so I need to make sure I run it under the chin strap because that will be awkward because it'll grab the wire if not. So see right here. And then this I'm going to put on the chin strap because I don't want the bulge where the ear is because you'll feel that. We want it to be comfortable when it's against our face. And this here. So I'm going to snap this back up. Looks like I got enough slack out right here. Again, pushing that forward. There. Now we got this snap that gave me all the trouble the first time. It's giving me trouble the second time. Still give me an issue. You see the other side I got a lot quicker. I don't know why this side fights a little more. cheat again. Unfortunately, I know I will not be able to cheat on Gabby's like that. So hopefully I can get better. That is not going. Let me get this one first, so I can get this microphone going. Here's both of those. I feel like I haven't a big bulge there. Anything around that. So my plan is to put this microphone about right here. There we go. So I'm going to see where this goes comfortably. Looks like about right here. Once I get that, I'm going to readjust. I'm going to undo the cheek again. I just wanted to make sure I could get it right here. So I'm going to go right here for the microphone so that it fits in place nice. But I want to make sure it would go that way first, right in the center with the amount of wire they give us. So we're going to just put this horizontally here. It's really good. So now, last time, I'm going to do this strap. Get him to come out in the front. You see I'm going to connect them right there. And then with this open, I'm going to pull this back so I don't have wire in my face when I'm writing. I'm going to try to do this the right way. Just open the face shield. Because on Gabby's, I will not be able to open up with the modular because hers is not modular. So now I got it. It's a do or die for this back one. This is it. Oh, it went in. Just didn't hear to snap. Okay, so that's it. It's connected. You can see that wire, but we expect to be able to see a little bit, of course, because it's going across. You see it going underneath there. I'll make that a little tighter. There we go. And then, let me shut that. Now this guy, it's magnet, connects like that. Take it off, you take this, push this little tab in here, and push forward, and take that with you when you get off the bike. There's that. So there's one installation. I'll do Gabby's here in a moment, and then later today we'll go for a ride and tell you how if I feel it actually does, see if it's worth what everyone said. Hopefully, like I said, I've researched these for almost a month trying to figure out which one I was going to go with. So there it is. That's what it looks like. Pretty low profile on the bike. Some people I think this is the microphone or whatnot, like a Bluetooth, old Bluetooth headset. It's not. That's just the module for everything. Okay, we did cut away a little bit here. I am trying to show everything as we do it. But Gabby had to step away, and then you see some of the splice together. It's because we got dogs and they kind of get loud. So it's not me really trying to do too much more off camera. I am trying to show this as someone that's never done these things before. I did cheat a little bit. I did look ahead. She doesn't have that same ear hole my helmet did. So I had her put the helmet on and put one of these where it cover her ear so I know where it will go. And that way we can figure out what to do to get these in here, because I prefer to still be able to get on her cheek pad so this isn't rubbing her ear every time she puts the helmet on and on. That's why she has her helmet on. She's got a different model. She likes the ears. So her helmet will be different. She does have one of these also, but she likes using this one. And I want to make it comfortable for her so this isn't rubbing her ear. So that's why I had that marked there and figure out how I'm going to get this to go in on this model of helmet. So she's going to take that off and I'll get started seeing how I can route this most comfortable for her. Not the most. All right, so she marked. You can see the pad right here. This is where her ear is. So I'm going to see what I can do about getting that underneath. Looking at it, it already has this here. I might not have to do too much because this cheek pad will go over her ear first. I might be able to do it like that, but I prefer to put underneath again so it's not rubbing her ear every time she takes it on and off. I'll see what I can do with her helmet. These cheek pads do clip also. This is so it looks like I might be able to come in between these two pieces here and put it there as it velcros and have that spot there. So we can still get it behind fabric, make it more comfortable for her. So 3M tape. There. This is her left side, so we're going with the short one. Scoot back a little bit. Her ears are hitting the table. So now what I gotta do is figure out the best way to get this behind the fabric so she doesn't have wires inside her helmet that get caught on things while we ride. So this is a different helmet, obviously quite a bit. Looks like maybe I can go up through there. I'll have to come down the other side. So this is going to be a bit of a routing I get to do. What I'm going to try to do here real quick is put this on here so this doesn't get caught on all the fabric as I route it. Make it a little easier. So I got this wire is going to go all the way through the top of her helmet. You can see the styrofoam pad to help for her protection. Like I said, I've never done this, so I'm just faking this out as I go. So there we go, coming out the other side. So I got that all up underneath. And here's the spot, so I'm just going to go ahead, the speaker attached, get this tape off here. It's a 3M tape. I'm going to put it here because this is about the same spot it was on the other side for her. So now I can reattach her clips. Here I'm clipping in. Sometimes it's a very loud click and sometimes just a very low click. So there, her ears. These are right behind. See that one clipped in and you couldn't hear it, but it's in. Got this one here and this one. So that's it. And ironically, hers looked like it kind of did a little easier. I did forget to route this under here a little bit and I had that open. And this is just so I can get the microphone underneath so it's tight also. So you less wires inside the helmet, the better, because this is going to be a daily use. You don't want things getting caught, but I'll finish this once I get the module put on. So the module, we're going to clean with our alcohol wipe. What I'll do is probably shove this more up in there. Our microphone, while that's drying, we already know there's no doubt hers is going to go right here because hers is not modular like the Harley helmet. Just going to put that in the middle right there. And we're going to go with this microphone here. Wait, So usually with alcohol, you want it to dry. Doing this isn't good because evaporation is what helps remove germs if you're ever using it on your skin, or also helps that drying process will help remove residue on an object. A lot of people like to wipe afterwards or try to wave it like that. You really don't want to do that when you're using alcohol wipes. Just a side note, even for first aid, because that defies or breaks the purpose of using the alcohol wipe to kill germs, because it's that time and that evaporation that does it. So we just wait. Got that. I don't want to do the microphone yet because it's just Velcro. Just Velcro's on. I want to wait till I get the system on here in place. It's almost there. Using her ears to help lock it in place so it doesn't move on me. It looks like we're good. It's smeared a little bit, but it's dry. I'm just going to wipe the smear off the shirt because your palm oil is bad. I'm just anal where I don't like the smear mark, so I don't want it underneath. Not a big deal. You don't have to do that. So we want about back here. Make sure that can still, before I push that down, that's going to go on because that is a little bit of the curvature. I think we'll be okay because mine curves too. Okay, so that's there. Now we're going to, this tab goes up underneath here. So you just kind of play with it until it slides. Clicks in place. So now I take this connects her earpieces. And this is for the microphone. I'm going to connect that. It's tight. It does have arrows. It's just, there we go. Just kind of got to work with it a little bit. So I'll turn the helmet this way. And all I'm undoing her cheek snaps again, because we want to get this underneath. Again, just so it's not in the way. So you take helmets on and off. You're riding, you don't want wires in your face. Oh, what we're doing here, just hide the wire. Her chin strap's getting in the way. So here's the headset, or I'm sorry, the microphone. Putting that behind here. Getting that behind here. We want this all tight. And then I'm running her microphone up to the Velcro piece we put here in the front. I'm going to attach that. And now it's just a matter of getting the slack out. At the same time, make sure the cheek pad goes flush, because we don't want that cheek pad sticking out and being in her way while she rides. So you want to be comfortable. So make sure that wire is in between the clips, so you don't clip down on the wire. There we go. Nice clip. I thought mine would be easier, but hers apparently went quicker. I wouldn't say it's because I've done it once. It's just almost the things that add on to help you made it more difficult, because her helmet is done. So next, we have to pair the device. It's like a simple Bluetooth pairing. That's where you have to download the Cardo app. I have my phone here. I had paired mine, just trying to make it work. So here's the app. It's Cardo. Here, I'll type it in here. So it's a Cardo app. It's in the App Store for Verizon for Droid or Apple. I don't add these extra things. I don't like it. It's not a big deal to me. So they're just closed. I did have to make an account. I just used my Google account. And then I went to Bluetooth pairing and I found the set. Gabby's is still charging. Mine happened to charge a little quicker. It says 3 hours. Mine charged in an hour. Hers is still charging. I will do a video connecting hers from the start so you can see that process, because again, it's not described real well from what I saw. So you can see her in the device to the phone. And then later today, we're going to try the intercom system while we're riding and see how it works. And then that also will let us know if we have the ear placement right for both of us, because those are suggested spots, but you don't know until you have it on to see if it's covering the ear well enough to hear during the ride. So we'll check that out later and see. So that will be a snippet where we obviously stop the video, because I need to wait a couple hours for hers to charge so we can do this and go for a ride. And I'll let you know how that sounds. Okay, so here we're going to do the part of pairing this. Like I said, you can look up on their website the videos, and you got to look up a couple different videos on how to do it. They didn't even tell you how to turn it on. There's no instruction manual sent with the packaging. And once you scan, and it takes you to a page, and like I said earlier in the video, I assume it's Japanese. It may not be, but it's an Asian writing. And when you click to try to go English, it never does. I tried it on 2 different phones and tried it on desktop mode. It didn't do it. So I had to look up stuff. So I figured I'd just do the installation and some of the quick stuff. There is a 40-minute tutorial video on just how to use all the features on this. I won't go over that. I'm just going to go over turn it on, turn it off, and pairing it to your phone so that you can use it. Over here, so Gabby, come sit down. We have to download the app, the Cardo pack. So she's got the app. We're going to turn it on. These 2 buttons here, which is like the arrow button or media button, as I say, and the phone button here. So it's these 2. Turn these on. It starts flashing for you. So now we're going to go to her phone, and we're allowing it Bluetooth connection. So come here. We're going to go to her Bluetooth connections. It didn't quite go in the pairing mode yet. It's kind of cumbersome. It's nice. It's good. It's just annoying when you don't have the instructions. So I'm turning it back on. I just did it on mine earlier, so I did get this to work once. All right, so now, I'm sorry, you just hold the phone button down, and that makes it go into pairing mode. So it's searching. So now it's in search mode. I did that by holding down the phone button until it started flashing like that. PT Edge, we're connecting to it. We're going to pair with it. It says not, but it takes a couple times. So all right, we're paired. I had to do it twice on mine too. It just made me do it twice here. Like I said, it seems to be a little finicky at first, but I did get to work on mine. So we're connected. All right, it says we're connected. I'm going to name this Gabby's because we have 2. That way in the house we know whose is whose. So you just name it right there. It wants an update. It advises the update now before you move it on. It puts it to the current software section. I'm going to go ahead and do that and talk about the other things because once you do this, it's all done. We're paired, we're connected, and also talk about turning it off. So I'm going to just update that. To turn it off, you also hold these 2 buttons until it turns off. After the first time, since it's connected by your earpieces, you'll hear it shut off, and it will give an auditory noise to let you know it's turning off, and it also tell you the battery level. Same thing when you turn it on. You don't get that the first time because it's not paired to anything. Now that it's paired, it'll do that, and it'll run it through the speakers and the helmet. I'll show on mine so you can just still hear it. Like I said, there's a ton of stuff in here in the app to use it as a phone, use it as a media player, and to use it as just a comm link between you and someone else. And it has quick connection buttons. I haven't even watched that myself, but again, it's a 40-minute video. I figure if you go into that much detail, you probably want to watch from the company itself. I was just trying to show the installation and kind of review on these helmets, using this, the ease of installing as a layman versus the company that always makes everything look quite a bit easier. For the most part, it does seem pretty easy. They could have had a little bit better instruction manual where I didn't have to look up how to just turn it on and off. Only complaint there, but I mean, it seems pretty good, pretty simple for the most part for what it is. Let's see if you can hear it. I will turn this one on. I'm not sure if you could hear that, but it makes that little. Connected. And see, it says connected, and I'll let it on. So right there, then I'm going to turn it off again.
Battery status full.
Okay, so you get that every time it turns on and off, so you know you have it on or off at the time before guessing with the phone. Uh, we're going to go for a ride later and see how it sounds riding and how it works talking to each other. While I was waiting to finish the video, I did take mine out for a ride, just around the block. Played music through it, worked really well. I was using my Amazon Music, it streamed through there. It actually reduced the wind noise that I normally hear because the speakers are against your ears, and then you're playing music. So I was able to get up to 65, 70 miles an hour, and it sounded nice. I do want to take it out with Gabby to see how the comm system itself works. That's the main reason I wanted these, is the comm system and not as much as just listening to music. So after that, the update, we're going to go out for a ride and we'll get back and just see what we think of the communication and the ease of communication without watching the instruction video for someone that just kind of wants to get this installed and go and ride and get going. And we'll do a review on that part and how it sounds with audio quality talking, and with how much wind noise it reduces while you're talking to each other on the bike. So I'm going to cut off the video now, and once we do the ride, we'll tell you how it is.